Hello Summoners, welcome to the next video. It is another Summoners War 1. This is a Summoners War free-to-play guide on how to do your dungeons. Because I did a video yesterday, or the day before, about doing speed teams without twins. Now, a couple of people asked to have some teams, like dungeon teams, that didn't have twins, didn't have the pay-to-play monsters, the 4 stars. So I thought I'd follow it up with another video, because that one exploded. That blew my mind. Thank you all for like 300 views. I know that means nothing to most people. It means a lot to me though. But yeah, we'll get right into it. So this is the Giants team, all free to play. Lauren, secret dungeon. Lauren is the queen of making dungeons be like really efficient. It doesn't make it that fast, however she does make it like very high success rate. She has one of the best pushbacks in the game, in my opinion. She multi-hits, she attack bar reductions, that's what I call pushback, attack bar reductions on all of her hits, and she multi-hits, which is godlike. She also does apply defense break, which is amazing, because they've now removed that 4th stage. Now there's still the 2 bosses, which defense breaks is absolutely fantastic for. So look at that team. So 1 minute and 13. It is a bit slow, but it is like an idea of your first speed team. All of these monsters are free to play. Sigmaris is Fusion, Fran is Magic Shop, Lauren is a Secret Dungeon, Tarka is a 2-star, Konomiya you get at the start of the game. This is the Dragons team I come up with. If you have Lynn, replace Fran with Lynn, definitely. Always use Lynn if you've got her. She saves so much time. But since this is free to play, I left her out of it. Third Hill is amazing. As you'll see demonstrated here on the boss, he provides an insane amount of attack bar manipulation. He increases your whole team's attack bar, which then causes each one of your monsters to take turns, whilst Lauren is controlling the boss, because she has the insane amount of attack bar pushback, and it is just a very, very safe, super safe team. Especially because the 2 Rauks, the Rauks provide the Verda-heal. They always bring Verda-heal with them. It's not always, but only took 1 minute. 1 minute is pretty good for... I'll sell that rune. 1 minute is pretty good for a free-to-play team. This is the team I came up with Necro, yeah? Lauren, as I've said, Secret Dungeon, insane pushback. Tark, the reason I've got the Tark there is he's a 2-star. I will show the runes at the end of the video. He's a 2-star. He's very, very easy to get, very easy to skill up, and when you're starting the game, you don't have enough resources to build 3 Second Awaken Rocks. So I thought it'd be a really good idea if I provided something that does similar, does some similar effects, but not entirely the same monster, because I could just say build 4 Rocks and Lauren, and that would probably do it all, but you can't do that when you're early game. If you pull things like, of course, if you pull a Lucian, that will of course speed up your giants. If you pull an Agi, the Water Barbaric King, he makes everything really, really reliable. He's like the 4-star equivalent to Fran, pretty much. We do have Colleen in this. She is a 2-star healer, and you'll build her. Because when you get to raids eventually, you will want her built with Triple Revenge or Violent Revenge. It's amazing for Necro. That's the only place you'll ever use her other than raids. So that rune set is perfect. If you get your rune set for that, you just leave her on that. You don't have to change anything. See, this run was only... It was only 1 minute and 2 seconds, which is honestly really, really good. I've shown you the Rokes in the other video. Where is Lauren? My Lauren is on Swift Nemesis. I use her for PvP, that's why she's on Nemesis. As long as you've got her on Swift. Mine is on crit damage and attack. If you want to build her speed HP on these 6 and 4 slots on HP. If you're early game, that will allow her to survive more punches from the boss. And if she's hit by the boss, she won't die, and that means she'll provide more control. Because the giant boss will always counter after 7 hits, it is, I believe. So it's just, mine's got a lot of speed for what I use her for. My Rauk, now I've shown you the Rauks. Where's the Verda-heal? The Verda-heal. Mine is ungodly slow. The thing you must have though is 100% crit rate. I do not have mine on 100% crit rate because my runs never fail. I've got all my towers are maxed, which is another thing. But mine's attack, damage, attack. Now, I would recommend, if you're early game, having more speed. Would say probably about 50 to 80 speed. If you're building him on Swift, have 100 speed. However, have Verda slower than all your damage dealers, but just by a little bit. So if he is just slower, he will then come in with the Boiling Blood passive. Your crit hits increase the attack bar of all allies by 20%. That will allow... That's why you build him 100% crit rate, but that will allow him to cause all your other monsters to attack before the dragon's boss can attack you. So that is fantastic. And then the last one is Konomir, and I think he's in storage. I think he is. He is in storage, my bad. Let's just do that. So it's my Konomir is built for raids. He's very tanky. Speed, HP, HP. The runes aren't that good, look. Yes, they're grinded. That one's an okay rune. Speed, HP, HP. You don't really want him built anything else. The only reason I've got him in it is because he allows the defense break to be taken off. When you are doing giants, he has the weakened defense crystal, and if he does defense break your entire team and then follows up with his great earthquake, there is a chance you can fail. That's why you've got the Fran there to give you immunity against that, and that's why the Konomir is there. That provides cleanse if he does get it off, and it just makes the runs a lot safer. The things I would change, however, if you are moving from early game to mid game, I would personally say if you've got a Lin, use Lin in all of them. Preferably not Necro, but you can if you want. Lucian, if you have pulled Lucian, Tashar, Herelsveg, any Lagnon, any AoE damage dealer that's wind, or even water if you want to use Beth, use them in giants. I would suggest replacing the Konomir first, or the Tark, your choice. That would make this minute run into probably 40 seconds. That's what I would suggest. And then that would help you slowly transition into double Lucian and so on and so forth. And as you can see here, I've got the Tark to go just before Konomir, so we can instantly research him and give him a second attack. And Icevolcano. Sigmaris provides an amazing amount of protection by bringing in an AoE attack decrease, which then prevents the boss from dealing lots of damage. Then if we have a look at giants, what I would do is I'd replace Fran with the dragon, sorry. What I would do is I would replace Fran with Lin if you're transitioning between going from mid-game to early game to mid-game, because then that would speed it up a lot. If you want to replace it with Sigmaris, you probably could. It is a little bit less, it is less safer. It's not a little bit, I'm not exactly sure. But I like Fran here for early game because it's more heals, it's an attack break, it's immunity and an attack buff, which if you have lower quality runes, that will allow your damage dealers, your Lorens, your Rauks to deal more damage, which would then speed up your runs. The faster your runs are, more runes you get, the better you get, hopefully. And as you can see, the boss can't take a turn. Look at that attack bar. The boss can't take a turn. And when he dies, you get terrible runes, probably. Let's have a look. And then for Necro, see, it's not, of course, if it's early game, you're not expecting 1 minute runs, obviously. In Necro, excuse me a second, select all fire monsters. Boom. That means I play too much if you get that message. What I would do with this is if you're transitioning between early that game, I would honestly remove him. Add things like Shayna if you want, she's quite good. If you want, you could add a Lucian if you get him, if you're transitioning between. Things like Tashar's. Don't bring Verdheal in this, his passive does not work. But you can always bring one of my old favourites, before I progressed further in the game is the Light Lich, not Light Lich, is the Wind Lich, Fuka. Triple revenge, damage attack. He just provides, his second skill is a big multi-hit and defense break, which is perfect. You can bring the Fire Panda. He's safe, but he's not fast at all. And Fuka also applies a multi-hit with his first skill and a slow. If you can get slow on this Necro boss, it makes your life so much easier. If you want, you can switch out. If you're still struggling with this, replace the Tark with a Huiwi, Huiwi. She is a 4-star, but that will help speed it up, especially if you're in a fight. But that's for a later game, I suppose. But see how quick the boss just drops. It's safe, it's reliable, you've got control, you've got damage. It's really easy. So don't be scared of the big bosses, even though not many people are scared of them. 50 seconds with just a quick, easy team. So that. Oof. But I would like to say thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. The last video blew up, it's insane. I'm not expecting this one to get any views. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.